brother Buhari, we dey beg you, make Nigeria no go scatter for your head, yo. Yes, after the election, where them do, we still dey wait to see the change, yo. Cause all the promise when they make, they don't dey be like saying a fake, yo. Where the money, where the food, Nigerian people want improve. But since you come, na tears and pain, oh, oh, oh. We don't tire to complain, oh. No employment for the youth. Insecurity no improve. Inflation don't they hit the roof. Still government no they say the truth. Oh yeah, my brother, this change na yawa. We don't today suffer. Pray God for Nigeria. Oh yeah, my sister, this comment na yawa. You don't today suffer. We pray God for Nigeria. After the election, where them do, we still dey wait to see the change. Cause all the promise when they make, time don't they be like saying a fake you. Where the money, where the food, Nigerian people want improve. But since you come, na tears and pain, oh, oh, oh. We don't tire to complain, oh. See as economy just the fall, but the chance to travel around the world. I be your office there for sky. Now your time for work, you dey take in the fly. We no give you the vote, but you take them. Certificate is fake them. Baba Buhari, election criminal. I make you collect and you hail them. The Suki collect you the jail them. Baba Buhari, you dey partial. After the election, where them do, we still dey wait for the change. All the promise when they make, they don't they be like saying a fake. Where the money, where the food, cause everybody want improve. Since you come, no tears and pain, oh, oh, oh. We don't tire to complain, oh. Only you and your people, they chop all the loot where you gather. Now enjoyment today, you know come presidency to suffer. You rule Nigeria like say na war. You dey fight corruption, they break the law. Worry is better, you withdraw. And they blame Jonathan for all of your flaws. Oh yeah, my sister, this comment na yawa. You don't do this suffer. We pray God for Nigeria. After the election, where them do, we still dey wait to see the change. Cause all the promise when they make, time don't they be like saying a fake you. Where the money, where the food, Nigerian people want improve.
Thank you very much for joining me this afternoon. It is not yet the time for phone calls, so please don't call in yet. You will still have the opportunity of calling in. Okay, everyone will have the opportunity of contributing, but let us get the ball rolling first. Okay, but before we get fully into today's business, I want to do this for the sake of some of you who are just joining me for the first time, or some of you who have been on Mayegun's diary lately, but didn't really know who is Mayegun, what is this page all about, and the rest of that. And you have been making up your own misconceptions about Mayegun's diary. So I need to do this for the culture, as they say. Mayegun's diary is not one, your typical blog. You can call Mayegun's diary a vlog or call Mayegun himself a vlogger, whatever you want to call it. But Mayegun's Diary Political is not your typical blog. Mayegun's Diary and Mayegun himself, or let me just say Mayegun myself, I am not a journalist. I don't owe anyone the privilege or responsibility to prove anything. That's number one. But I am proving things, which means that I present my case on this platform with facts. And that has sort of attracted so many people to this page. Number 3, I don't even speak the best of English you will find anywhere. And I don't pretend to be. So, joining Mayegun's Diary, you are not going to be listening or watching an Harvard trained or a copycat best English speaker. I don't speak the best of English, okay? All I do on my platform is to make sure that I communicate. And I think that has also attracted so many people to Mayegun's Diary. Number 3, some of you who believe that you needed to be paid. Someone needs to give you something before you can speak out of what you know. If you are then making up assumption about Mayegun, oh, they paid him. Let me be honest with you. If there has been someone financing Mayegun's Diary, right? Someone like me can reorientate the entire Nigeria in a year with the power of resources or the power of information I will have access to simply because I have access to funding. That's another thing. I am just doing mine for culture. So which means if someone, for instance, if someone is paying Mayegun to come and tell you the truth, you should be happy that, whoever is paying Mayegun to come and tell us the truth, God will bless that person. Because you are receiving the truth for free. No subscription, no charges, no nothing. Just what? Just watch and listen. If I had a sponsor who guarantees me a £10,000 funding every month, I can reorientate Nigeria. You know why? If I can do this with my own resources, with my own money, and still have this far-reaching, outreach all over the world, spreading the message. Imagine what I will have if I have access to resources that will make me pay people, researchers, that are going to unearth things that they have hidden from you for years. Most of what I share on Mayegun's Diary, they are not things you don't know. They are just things you don't probably pay attention to or in any way feel like it affects you. Meanwhile, it affects you. There are things you know, not things you don't know. Those are the things I share on Mayegun's Diary. Number 3, or let me say number 4, which is the final one. I am just a concerned Nigerian like yourself. For those who have the mind to see the truth and say it exactly what it is. We don't need anybody to pay us. In Nigeria, there is a group called BMC. They call them BMC. Buhari Media Center. They pay them 30,000 naira every month. Then they have another group called the N-Power. You know those ones they lied to, that they are employing and they are going to train 500,000 youth to start creating jobs. That will create another 10 million jobs. Oh, now fraud. The N-Power guys are now whalers themselves, crying all over the place how government cheated them. They have not paid them. But guess what? When they were collecting the N-Power money, defending Buhari, they were paying them 30,000 naira. They were still owing them. I am a Yoruba man. I live in the UK. And I live in the UK. In fact, I live in Scotland. Scotland, a region in the UK. So I have more orientation about what a federalism truly means, even when we are not practicing regionalism in Nigeria. And it hurts me what we are missing out on. The freedom we should be enjoying. The prosperity that we should be enjoying. Having experienced what true federalism means, or let me say what true regionalism or caring for your people truly mean in the UK. UK is called United Kingdom, the United Kingdom of 4 countries. The England, which is the biggest, the one you know, the one many of you know, London, and so on. We have 3 other countries that make up the United Kingdom. We have Wales, we have Northern Ireland, and then we have Scotland. I live in Scotland. Population of Scotland is just about 5.3 million to 5.5 million people. The population of Scotland. That is just a fraction, or let me say 90% of the population of my own state, Ogun State. And when I got here, for those who may not even understand, some of you have been following my Egun's Diary for a while. And one way or the other, you are blind to the truth as well. Asking me to come back home, to come and to come and implement what I have been talking about on my Egun's Diary. But you were blind to the truth that I was home. I started a political party before 2019 election. I wanted to use the template of how Scotland is being run. To use that with the population of Scotland, population of Ogun State in Nigeria, and what Ogun State could be or become if responsible people understand how to manage resources and manage people, and in fact defend the people. Because Scotland keeps asking, and we will continue to ask, for the independence of Scotland. I am one of the campaigners, and nobody will threaten me. Nobody threatens me, even though if I'm not originally from here. That's the difference. So I started the political party in Nigeria. I encouraged people to join the political party. People traveled back from the US to run for office under the political party that I facilitated in Ogun State before 2019. We invested a lot. I was home. Many of you were on Facebook asking me to come back home, and I was home. I went there, and at the end of the day, the people we wanted to encourage to stand up, join us, let's do this, sold their vote for 200 naira. I came back to the UK. Some of you were in Nigeria. Some of you were in Ogun State. Some of you are from Ogun State. Some of you live in Ogun State. Some of you are watching me right now from Ogun State. You didn't listen to me. I came home. So if you then turn around to start asking me to come back again so that you can kill me, get me arrested, get the orgasm of, yes, we've arrested him. It's like he's enjoying it, that is UK. And that is why he's talking blah, 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 blah. Come back here so that we can kill you or we can arrest you because we will never listen to you. So that is that. Scotland is not just kind of economically independent. Maybe not fully. But when it comes to self-governance, Scotland, where I live, which we can use as a replica of Southwest Nigeria and what Nigeria truly should be. In Scotland, let me give you this idea. In Scotland, we have our own laws, right? Though the United Kingdom government provides security, and they've never failed. So far, so good. They've not failed. But when the power devolution, or power sharing, or should I call it power devolution, was done back in the 90s, and Scotland began taking charge of their own destiny. Scotland banks print money, and the money is also pounds. Are you with me? If you try this in Nigeria, they will declare you a terrorist. They will declare you, even the people you are trying to tell that this is how it should be. You know the British pounds, don't you? You know that British pounds is always with the Queen, Abi? And you know how much you changed that. I was telling people that these APC guys from Southwest Nigeria, who are now trying to give us security, which is commendable, Oduduwa Republic would have given us more, or even fighting for regionalism, truly and truly would have given us more. In Scotland, apart from the fact that they make laws to generate their own tax, their banks print their own money. The same 10 pounds you see here is the same 10 pounds, the British pounds. When you go to Northern Ireland, they have their own Irish pounds too. This is called Scottish pounds. And that is what it should be in a working economy. I know one thing. There are many, many, many viewers from different government houses in Nigeria. Even though they hide under pseudonyms, fake Facebook accounts to listen to me. And that is why when I direct my message, I direct it to them, not you, who are supposed to be victims of their own misjudgment. Oduduwa Republic is the ultimate that the Yorubas should start pushing for. It is now obvious that Nigeria will never work. And I'm going to take you through that before you start calling in the next maybe 10-15 minutes. So you will permit me, please. How can you defeat Boko Haram? Insecurity. How can you defeat Boko Haram when Boko Haram and the soldiers fighting Boko Haram and the Boko Haram killing soldiers are sharing the same commander-in-chief? You know, Buhari is the commander-in-chief of the armed forces. He controls the armed forces. He tells them what to do. And if anyone tells you otherwise, that Buhari doesn't tell the military what to do, then begin to agree with us that there is a problem and there is a reason why Boko Haram fight has never been won. Do you know that since Boko Haram fight began, the northerners, the northern Muslim leaders, the northern religious leaders, the northern youth, the northern political leaders, the northern women leaders, the northern opinion molders, they were at the neck of Goodluck Jonathan. The narrative then was very clear. Goodluck Jonathan's government started Boko Haram in order to reduce the population of the north, but they never condemned Boko Haram. For 10 years now, they have never condemned Boko Haram. Rather, the only time they ever made condemnation against what is going on in the north was when Goodluck Jonathan was in government. It was easy to be blamed. He was the one who was doing nothing. He was the one who wanted to destroy the north. He was the one who wanted to make sure that north will never be able to stand up and win election again. It was all about elections. Then they came to power. They took over the security apparatuses. They took over the secret police. In fact, they are creating so many secret police right now in Nigeria just to combat insecurity. So for 4 years, they have spent over 4 trillion naira fighting Boko Haram. 4 trillion naira fighting Boko Haram. But guess what? They have gave birth to, Boko Haram has now given birth to Ansaru Haram, whatever that one means. Boko Haram has given birth to ISWAP, Islamic State of West Africa, that pledges allegiance to ISIS in Iraq, in Syria, to continue to kill Nigerians who refuse to adopt Islam, who refuse to convert to Islam. This is the truth, and this is the real narrative that they want to always color. But for 4 years, for 4 solid years, I am yet to see this group from the north condemn the killings in the north, condemn the ransacking of villages in the north, condemn Buhari for not protecting them for 4 years in the north. On the other hand, Buhari's government, to date, do you know that the last time Boko Haram terrorists arrested by Nigerian army, the last time they appeared before a judge, before a court that convicted them to life imprisonment was under Goodluck Jonathan? Do you know that? It was actually during Jonathan's time that ACN told us that declaring Boko Haram a terrorist organization is a crime against freedom of association. It is a crime against the northern part of Nigeria. Remember these things. They were not made up. These things were not cooked up. These things were eaten in the open. You know what I mean? You can see them. You read about them. Do you remember that the last time Boko Haram, arrested Boko Haram terrorists, appeared in court for waging war against Nigeria, for killing Nigerians in Nigeria? The last time they appeared in court was when Goodluck Jonathan was in government, when a judge convicted them to life imprisonment. You know what happened since Buhari came to power? Buhari did not just release convicted Boko Haram fighters who pledged, who confessed that, okay, yes, I have repented. I repent, forgive me. Just say that. They will bring you out of the hardened criminal cell, right? Maximum security jail. They'll bring them out. They'll put them under DSS. They will then start going through reorientation, rehabilitation. They will start talking to them about the society. Then they will release them. Do you know that no Boko Haram member, no bandit member, none of those who have been terrorizing the North in the last 4 years, none of them have appeared in court to this date? Do you know that? Then do you know that since Buhari came to power, he has released over 4,000 Boko Haram fighters? 4,000 Boko Haram fighters. These are facts, not made up figures. But they may sound so unbelievable to you. Yes, they are unbelievable. These figures are staggering and they may sound unbelievable because in reality, you will never believe such is happening. So they put them through a program that has no law backing, that has no National Assembly legislation, that has no whatsoever the highest decision-making body in Nigeria, the Council of State. There is no backing that gave Buhari the power, right, to release repented Boko Haram fighters back into the society or even recruit them into the Nigerian army. There is no law, no act, no edict, no act. But Buhari has been doing it. Over 4,000 arrested Boko Haram fighters have been released since Buhari came to power. The most shocking ones are those released sometimes in October, November last year. Over 900 released because they repented. They said, okay, we are sorry. We are sorry that we killed over 22,000 people before you came to power. Now we have killed over 30,000 more. Not just us anymore. Bandits are killing. ISWAP are killing. Ansaru are killing. So many of them are killing. So we are sorry. Forgive us. We will not do that again. Then, boom, the program put together by Buratai. But you will never see any northerner condemn that. That is my worry. That should be your worry. I have never seen them. But the moment Yoruba said they are creating Amotekun, the moment IPOP said they are creating Biafra Secret Service, boom, they were triggered. Hey, they want to start war. Oh, they want to divide Nigeria. Oh, Nigeria this. Oh, we must say, what is going on? In fact, Yorubas are going to lose. What is wrong with them? They are not bothered. They've never condemned Boko Haram killing. But they have condemned Jonathan for the killings. But they never condemned Boko Haram's killing. What's going on? You, a northerner, watching me right now, you can't travel through Kaduna Abuja Expressway. You will have your heart in your mouth. You'll be praying. You have to believe in something. Now, the Kaduna Abuja rail line that many of you are using to escape now, to escape the highway. We just heard that last night. That same railway was shot at. They shot a train. The last time they attacked the train, they said there wasn't an attack. It was just some villagers who were throwing stones.
but they attacked the train last night. They shot at it. Is it when someone died? Is that when you will believe it? They've never condemned the killings. I mean, they've not. Okay, the Christians came out. They are killing Christians. Yes, they are killing Christians in Nigeria. There is ongoing religion persecution in Nigeria. Why are you offended? Because you are a Muslim. You said they are killing Muslims too. Why are you not making a case for them? Why? Why? You are angry because Christians are making case for their own people killed, which is normal. But you are not making a case for the Muslims killed by the bandits, by Boko Haram. You have not made any strong case for them. Or rather, you are condemning those who are making case for their own people as believed. You want them to make case for Muslims too, or else they should shut up. What the hell is going on? You are a Muslim. You will talk about it so lightly when they say Boko Haram beheaded someone. 8-year-old Boko Haram member. I don't even know why we call them 8-year-old Boko Haram member. Can easily just call them recruited child soldiers in the name of religion. That is the truth. You are angry. The moment they say, oh, they killed that person because he refused to convert to Islam, and you will be telling us that, you know what, although they kill you, although they are destroying everybody, right? But let me be honest with you, they don't represent Islam. Make a strong case. Stand up like others. Condemn the killings. Condemn those who refuse to stop the killing. Hello. That is when you can make it, we can take you serious. Mayegun is an enemy to you because Mayegun wants you to stand up for that thing that you refuse to stand up for. Even though you believe that you are affected. But because of your religion and whatever you want to call it, you would rather keep a sealed lip so that they can't say you are trying to be against your religion, but you are being killed. You refuse to stand up. You refuse to make a case for that. Then some other people says we're not just going to look away. These guys are killing Christians. The whole world knows about it. American government knows about it. And American government has come out on Nigeria. Nigeria is now under this travel ban. Terrorism is growing and wielding, growing big in Nigeria. These are facts. These are not make-up stories. The evidence are there. What do you make of that? Oh, it's because they want to destroy Islam. It's because they have been trying to make Islam look bad. Have you condemned those who are killing people in the name of Islam? Have you stand up now to say, well, this is so wrong. We all need to stand up. Emir of Kano, this one, Emir of that one, Sultan of Sokoto. So, all these people that parade themselves as religious leaders. Have you seen them condemn Boko Haram killings? The line is opened. You can phone in now so that I can still pick on the rest of my stuff just before we round it up. The line is open. If you want to call in through the WhatsApp. That is an encrypted end-to-end encrypted call. They can't tap it, or they can't even get your number that you made a contribution. So yes, the number is on the screen, and I will retype it for those, and then I pin it on for those who don't have it. So let me do that. So I have a caller. This time around seems from the US. There's so much on. Good afternoon, but good morning to you. Are you calling in from where are you calling from, my brother?
This is Chima. I'm calling from Vegas.
Oh, Chima, my guy. It's good to have you again. Yeah. So it's an open mic today, and I want everyone to make contribution as brief as possible, okay? What do you have for me?
Okay, I want to talk on the security, the new community policing they are trying to implement
Yeah.
to sabotage Amatekun, to kill the idea of Amatekun. They want to hijack the idea of Amatekun. That is the reason why they come up with this formation right now, because they know Amatekun will owe its allegiance to the Yoruba community, to the Yorubas. So if they bring in this community, whatever they want to bring now, constable, whatever shit they want to bring down, it will still owe its allegiance to the federal government. Just like one of the posts, you said, why don't they create Peace Corps? If they create Peace Corps, it's still going to be like the same thing with Nigerian police. Why not then pass a bill to the National Assembly? Let the creation of State Peace Corps, let the state be 100 total in control of the Peace Corps. Let them be the one funding the Peace Corps, so that they will be the one directing the Peace Corps. Then when the state want to do their recruitment, it will be based on communities and villages. In that Peace Corps, you represent your village where you come from. If they make the Peace Corps the same way they did the police, you see one like I commented. This same thing I commented on a post. You see one same Musa, one same Adamu from the north being the commander of the Peace Corps branch in my village. The federal government don't want any autonomy to anybody. They
are scared of it, and I don't know why.
They are so scared of autonomy. It's like a slavery kind of governance. Slave kind of governance. They want everything to go straight back to the federal government. So what I'm saying now is, if they want to create their local constable, whatever shit they want to create, in order to sabotage Amoteku and other security vigilantes or forces that will come up from the east and from the middle belt and from the Niger Delta, let them be ready to cancel Hizbah police. There will be no more Hizbah. There will be no more what's the name? Civilian Joint Task Force.
JTF.
All those things will go. JTF will go. Hizbah will go. Every other paramilitary policies will know over there in the north that will go. Everything will go down. It will be one community police, one constable everywhere. There will not be like Hizbah anymore again. As long as there is Hizbah in the north, there must be Amotekun in the west. There must be whatever one want to create in the east. There must be in the middle belt. There must be in the Niger Delta. It must be like that.
Thank you, Chima.
There can't be any stuff come now to cover to kill. Okay, say I want to create. You guys want community police now? Okay, want to give you guys community police. Let the traditional rulers go and bring people from their place to represent them to people you know later come out. So they will still owe their allegiance to the federal government. They still want to be controlled down to the community. It's not going to work.
Thank you, Chima. Let me take orders too. Like I said, let's keep it brief. I love what you've just said. Thank you so much for that contribution. Yeah. Let me take this caller. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir. Your name and where you are calling from?
My name is David Frank, calling from Port Harcourt.
David Frank from Port Harcourt. Tough guys. I'm still looking for a day I'm going to talk about you, Port Harcourt guys. Honestly, guys, I credit you. So what do you have for me?
I'm actually from the eastern part of Nigeria. To be honest with you, since this Biafran stuff have been going up since years, I've been hearing about it. I always stand neutral about it. But one thing I just know and one thing I'm happy about is that every other people are kind of receiving that common sense that Nigeria can be better together. Everybody needs to divide and go their different way. And one thing we just know is that if the Hausas, if the Northerners were in charge of the finance of the Nigeria government, like get the ones in charge of the oil, which means in financing the whole activities happening in the country. By now, there'll be nothing like Nigeria, to be honest with you. There'll be nothing. So they're just there because they know that the money is coming from here. You know, and I thank God that everybody's listening, like people are getting to know that things can work. So we need to go our separate ways. Honestly, let's just wait for it. If you see a politician, any politician in Nigeria wants to be sincere, we tell you that, hey, guy, this country is going nowhere. They all know. So they just there because of the money. Now, check for how many months now, how many, it's going to a year now, they're talking about the minimum wage. Now, you check the amount a senator is earning. But this is a minimum wage, just 30,000 naira. Now, if you divide the particular senator, their money to finance, bro, to be honest with you, nothing is going on in this country, to be honest.
It's a shame.
People don't need to go their separate way.
It's a shame. Thank you so much, my brother.
Yeah.
And regards to our guys from Port Harcourt. So take care, man.
Thank you very much.
Nice one.
Thanks.
Nice one. So I have another caller here. Your name?
Good afternoon, my brother.
Good afternoon, sir. Your name and where you're calling from?
My name is Sylvester. I'm calling from South Africa.
Sylvester from Saudi. How are you doing today, Baba?
I'm doing fine. Thank you very much for your information you are passing to us.
Thanks for joining me.
We really appreciate this. We really appreciate this because this thing has been going on for some time. And they happens to blame it. It was our own fault. Good luck, Jonathan. But now, good luck is no longer there. Now, our people, they are already override. Mostly Edo State, where I come from. They are everywhere. They planning strategy to attack. But what is our own people doing? Why are they always scared? Must everybody have to die? Over 2 million of these people came from Sudan. I don't know if you saw that video. Shipping into Nigeria. And we are people of 200 million. And if one person have AK-47, which carry 47 bullets, and can kill up to 20 people, with how many people will be left in Nigeria? So if people are still hoping to wait for the next 3 years for Tinubu to come to power and still keep fighting for power, rather than
there may be no country. There may be no country left for him to even govern that time.
There may be no country left. In my own village, as I'm saying, nobody goes to farm anymore. The Fulanis, the Sudanese, they have brought their wife, their children, they are staying in the bush.
In Yoruba land, in Yoruba land, from report we have now, they have 1,239 camps identified in Yoruba land alone.
And they're even having emirs, they're having their own kings in other states.
It's scary. It's scary.
The border in the south is closed. If our own people have to run as refugees, to go to Ghana, they cannot go. To go to Benin, they cannot go. Cameroon is already on that fire. Now, the border in the north, Sokoto, Castina, they are all open. And there's influx. What is going on? We cannot run to Atlantic Ocean. People in Warri, even Aboki can carry cow into your house. Nothing will happen. So,
and then these regional leaders... Yeah, these regional leaders who always claim to be regional leaders, oh, we are Edo leaders, we are Yoruba leaders, we are Igbo leaders, we are these leaders and that. They all seem to just be dead quiet about it in a way that they don't really give that strong conviction or let me say, strong convictions about what they plan to do to defend their people. Even the northerners too.
Okay. Yes, but I will tell you there's a very weak point in our south, is Edo State. Because the present governor, Baseki now, is having political challenges. He cannot decide anything because he's concerned about his election in December. Now, if these people come through Edo State, there's a bomb factory in Edo State. Don't be like, but not one, not two, not three. What are these people planning? Who is sponsoring them? Who is giving them this money? Why our security agency backing them up? Because the same people that are Boko Haram, the same people are in Nigerian military. I was at one time in Nigeria. I was arrested. There was a Fulani man in the same. He never wrote statement. The next day he was released. What is going on? So my brother, I think we can talk on the social media, but I don't know. On our side, we don't have cooperation in the south. So the Igbo man is an enemy to the Yoruba man. The Yoruba man is an enemy to the Igbo man.
It's a shame.
But what can we do now? We have parents at home. Are we going to yet till they die by Fulani and take our land and our house? We can't go home anymore. So I think we have to think. Thank you very much.
And I'm going to talk about that, just now. Thank you so much. Yeah. And you too. Thank you so much. Have a good one.
Thank you very much, my brother.
I'm going to say something about social media. That's something I actually forgot the last time, from my openings, okay? Above all things I told you about myself and why this page exists, one of the things I don't tell myself, and I will never tell myself, is that I have that influence. So much influence that if I want things to be like this, then it will be like that. No. But when it comes to outreach, it's more or less like you sitting down in your bedroom right now or sitting down in your office. I have friends who would rather watch this broadcast on their own screen TV. That's how good some people enjoy listening to Mayegun, right? And what that means is that I am present in your environment in a way that you brought me into your environment by listening to what I say. Then build a bond around that. What you make of that bond, what decision you make out of what I say all the time, they are solely yours. And I don't tell myself or make myself feel like I've got this influence anywhere. Or we can do this, or we can push that. As many people who will be like consulting privately and say, Mayegun, please help us share this story. Or Mayegun, help us tag government. That's not how it works. I just share the information you already know. Expatiate more in a way that you never thought, then allows you probably to question what you believe in just before the event. Good afternoon, my brother. Your name and where you're calling from? Are you there? I don't think it's there. So if you call in, please do us a favor. Listen to your phone, not to the broadcast. Good afternoon. Your name and where you're calling from?
Good afternoon. My name is Ikechukwu. I'm calling from Warri.
Ikechukwu from Warri, Nigeria. How are you doing today?
Yes,
How are you today,
Nigeria.
Baba? Good one. So what do you have for me?
Yeah, thank you. Yes, what I have for you is that this Amotekun is a very nice one. It's welcoming, and Yoruba should hold on to it. They should not allow it to fall, because it's one of the founding pillars that will help us to restore Nigeria back to true democracy. Because if Amotekun stands, what the Northerners are afraid is that if Amotekun stands, other regions will also come up with their own security outfit, which will now lead us to where we have been clamoring for, which is true democracy, not this unitary system of government that we've been practicing. And they know that if we do this, nobody will be running to the center again for allocation. Every state with true democracy will not have to manage their own resources. And if we have to do that, I don't think the Northerners will keep silent to what is happening in their state. If every state was to manage their own resources with what is happening right now, Boko Haram killing and destroying the North, the Northern leaders will not allow it to go on. But because with the destruction and what is going on and the killing, they know they will see benefit from the national kick, from the oil, from the south. They don't care what is happening with the killing that is going on, since they are sucking the oil from the south and the southwest.
The free money.
Yeah, the free money. So they don't care. So with the destruction that is going on, they don't care.
You know one thing again, Ikechukwu.
Right now.
Yeah, you know one thing, Ikechukwu, is that you see an average Northerner so scared of what an average Southerner is thinking. Social media is not even helping us. Because, you know, when you comment on social media now, you say, oh, this government is so terrible. Why? Look at it. For instance, let's say we shared a video of the attack in a village where people are crying and the rest of that. And someone like you comes down and say, oh, Ikechukwu from Warri commented and says, oh, this government is so terrible. The insecurity is so worse. And then you see Umaru Alazan commenting. His name, I mean, you know, from the geopolitical zones everyone comes from, right? And Alazan is coming to condemn you because you are a Southerner. So this suspicion that makes them to condemn those that they should even be listening to, is that not part of the real problem in this regard? Because they don't see they don't see the problem as their problem. But if you talk about it, you are the problem. You want to start a problem. It's a shame.
It's a shame. They're not even saying anything. The Northerners are not condemning it. Rather, they are condemning you that is condemning it. Do you understand? Even right now in the country, they are not saying anything.
The leaders, the religious leaders, they are mosque everywhere. They are not.
Yes. They are not saying anything.
Thank you.
And it's getting worse now. It's advancing down this way. How can a whole country, with this modern technology, a terrorist organization is more powerful than the security of the country? Is that a country anymore? That's a jungle. That's in a country.
It's a shame. Thank you, Baba.
It's a shame.
Let's hear from others too. I have a brother calling from, I have a good one. I have a caller, I believe, I believe from London. Hello there. Hello. I think the problem is that let's do this right, okay? Once you call in, right, although the line is so busy, there's so many people calling it, or at least listen out when you listen to your phone rather than listen to the broadcast, okay? Please. Good afternoon. Your name and where you're calling from, sir?
Yeah, my name is Ade Richard. I'm calling from London here.
Ade Richard, comrade, sir. Good afternoon.
Long time. Yes, quick one. My own contribution is very simple here.
All right, sir.
Is that now for the eastern, southeast leaders and the governors, they need to find a way to withdraw that tagging, that proscription they prescribe their youth as a terrorist. Because southwest now, they already established their own Amoteku now.
Yes.
Where is the southeast going to find the youth? They already prescribe their youth as a terrorist.
As terrorists.
Yes, they already tagged their youth. So if the South, the Niger boys came about their own, South already have their own. Probably the other zone are doing that. Where is the Southeast going to see this youth will do their own. Because of their political ambition now, they already tag their youth as a terrorist. So they are in a very difficult situation now. The most to do is that the Southeast, they need to find a solution about this. Because if they come out with their own security network, we are the youth. Because they already tagged their youth as
that sounds like a clarion call there for those who are from the East.
Exactly.
If they mean business, first thing first, they have to unprescribe. Go on.
So they need to find a common ground now. Because at the end of the day, when the South are pushing all the bandits and all the headsmen away, maybe the Niger Delta too away. They have to. The next this thing now will be the South. The Southeast. So the youth and then the government need to find a way to solve this problem out and withdraw that position. They prescribe those guys as a terrorist. Because at the end of the day, how are they going to do it? Who are they going to use? Are they going to bring the youth from the north or from the heaven?
And it's true. And it's true. Very true.
Because everyone now is trying to secure their zone now. Who are they going to use? So the Southeast, rather than pursuing 2023 is good, but they need to secure themselves first before going for that 2023. Because that's the only way. That's what they are using to persuade them. Maybe okay, we're going to give you 2023. Yeah, as long as the Southwest are not interested again, whatever. They need to sit tight and secure them.
Thank you, Baba. Thank you so much, sir. I will take this next call. Ade Richard, thank you, Baba. So I have another caller, possibly from Nigeria. Good afternoon, sir. Your name and where you are calling from?
My name is Chudi James. I'm calling from Abakaliki in Ebonyi State.
Wow, from Abakaliki. So I'm glad that we have someone watching us from Abakaliki, and I believe you're not alone. So what do you have for me, sir, today?
First of all, I want to say thank you very much for the wonderful thing you're doing. At least you're bringing some of these things to people's bedrooms. A lot of people that don't know what is happening, courtesy of your videos, we're becoming aware.
Great. Thank you.
So what I'm trying to say is the amateur coup by the Southwest is a welcome development. And I pray that the leaders of the Southeast should wake up, because if you're waiting for Nigerian soldiers or Nigerian police to protect you, my brother, you're on your own. Oyo is your name. So this is a time, like you're in UK. I was in India for a couple of years. I was there for 6 years, and I know that each region have their own security apparatus.
Right.
Because when you come to a neighborhood, people know themselves. You know your terrain. Like we in the Southeast here, we understand ourselves. So when we have a local vigilante, as it's called, or local security, we know how to protect. So we are going to protect ourselves against these invaders.
And you know, one thing again is that you are not just going to protect those who are Igbos. You are going to protect everyone in the East. That's the job. If you are doing your legitimate business, if you are living in the East, it doesn't matter if you are Igbo, if you are outside for this or that. As long as you're doing your legitimate business, every security will protect you. But when you go out of the way and you started saying, oh, it's because I'm a Fulani, or it's because I'm an Hausa man, or it's because I'm a Yoruba man, that's why they came for me. That is what we are saying is unacceptable. It's a blackmail that will never work. People need to protect themselves.
If you see the level of support the Igbos are giving to Amateco,
I've seen it.
People stays in Oyo, they stays in Osun, they stay in Lagos. And their life is no longer protected by this Fulani herdsmen and this banditry. So the Amateco is not just protecting the Yorubas in the Southwest, they are protecting the Igbos that stays in the Southwest.
Yes.
They're even protecting the Hausas that stays in the Southwest.
Yes.
I think it's a very good thing, and I'm happy you are bringing it to this forum today. So
I'm glad you are watching from that far, Ebonyi. One day I will be there. That's why I don't condemn so many places, because you know one thing is that so many people who sit on social media, they've never really been to, some of them have never really been to like 5% of Nigeria, the landmass of the country. But they will be telling you how they know much about this, about that, and the rest of that. One day, I saw a video of Abakaliki the other day, and I was impressed, and I'm still impressed.
Yes, the man there is doing wonderful. I'm not a politician.
It's just his politics. His politics is what makes people to don't like him. But I think he's doing well.
Yeah, he's doing well. Yeah, Abakaliki is now it's not a tourist center. People are coming from all over the country to see the wonder. As in this one, I've actually shown people that, see, even with but it's the least state that get allocation from the federal government.
That's right.
In the southeast and south. But they've surpassed other states in the southeast and south. But this is not the topic for today.
I understand.
I really want you to come whenever you visit the country.
I will.
We host you here in
I will. But after Buhari leaves, maybe we'll see someone who is normal. We will not see us asking for referendum as terrorists. Then I'll come some of these days. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Have a good one.
Keep following up.
All right, man. Thank you. So that's a good one there from Ebonyi. That's a very good one. My Egun's Diary has this big outreach that people tell themselves that, oh, have you listened to this guy? Oh, you should go and listen to that guy. Let me tag you whenever it's live again. It's quite interesting. Thank you. Good afternoon. Your name and where you're calling from, sir?
Hello. My name is Joe Akinola.
Joe Akinola. From where, sir?
From Houston, Texas.
Fantastic. What do you have for me today, sir?
Yes, my contribution today is that we have to really understand the origin of this thing. What is happening now is actually more than terrorism. We are seeing genocide right in our footstep in Nigeria. And it brings this back to with Madame Odio and all this nonsense that they brought to our country. All these people are migrated outside Nigeria. They are not original of the north. They cleanse all a lot of these outside people. When you now trace it to Buhari gave a speech in Zaria where he said that he must fulfill. He spoke in Hausa actually, to deceive Nigeria, that he must fulfill the dream of Madame Odio. Because how do you defend what is happening in the Middle Belt, where these people came in there, killed the people, and renamed the city to Fulani's name, and no government went there to defend the people?
It's such an aberration. It's an aberration. You won't believe it.
They changed the security. Yeah, they changed the security of our country to give it to one tribe with the security chief, and they are supposed to use that power to subjugate other ethnic groups in Nigeria. And this is the reason why they oppose Amotekun. And everybody should awake to their own responsibility, that they all got the right to defend their own life and the life of their family. So if anybody is opposing that, then they've lost the game. We must try to protect our people. The major aim of this government is to allow this, because one of my family was kidnapped. And what they were told was that this money we are collecting, we are just using it to sustain ourselves in this bush so that we can gather more people to come here. We are coming to descend on you. Be ready for us. That's what he was told. And they were speaking in Fulani. So they're expecting more people to migrate so that they can actually come. This kidnapping is just to get more money for them to sustain themselves in those bushes. So it is time for everybody to prepare and be ready for war.
Every Yoruba son, every Yoruba daughter who wants to leave something for their own coming children, and then the generation after you shouldn't be opposed to Amotekun. That should be the message for everyone. No matter your political orientation, no matter your religious ideologies and so on, as it comes to security now, and when people start talking about misusing of Amotekun in Yoruba land, there is an answer for that. And that is why people are now saying they want to see, us make laws to back the operation of Amotekun, the objectives of Amotekun, the areas they can operate in. And once they begin to go in excess of that, there will always be checks and balances, of course. What do you think?
Most of the problem we face in all this region can easily be solved if federal government is so serious. All you could do is that deploy restructuring of the policing. Let all police be redeployed to their village, to their local government. Then they understand that place. They have first-hand information from the. But by the time you bring an Hausa man to come to my village, in those days, he doesn't know what is happening. So the only thing he's doing is helping this fellow Fulani to just terrorize our people. And you go and report there was an incident where Fulani was taken to the police. Immediately, the people that brought him to the police left. They were all released to go back and do the same thing. So basically, if you bring Akure man to Akure police to Akure, policeman to Akure. He knows the people. He will defend the land with his passion because that is his people. But they create this confusion. They will throw an Akure man to Sokoto and bring somebody from Kano to Akure so that they can continue to manipulate everybody, hoping that because Udumadaspodio promised his people that they own this land to the Atlantic Ocean.
Someone who is dead for centuries. Someone who is dead for centuries. And some people are threatening us with that today. That's why we need to stand up and defend ourselves. If possible, break up the country, save lives.
Thank you for what you're doing, sir.
Thank you, sir.
And let's continue to get this message around.
We will continue.
Nobody hates anybody. Yoruba people is most peaceful part in Nigeria. You know, those days there, we elected a speaker of Igbo man to be speaker in those days before. So we welcome people from everywhere in the world. We are so hospitable to everybody. Nobody is hostile to anyone.
That's right.
But right now, we need to protect our life.
That's right.
So anybody that is against that,
that is our enemy. It's obvious. That means you don't wish us well.
No, yes, that's the fact.
Thank you so much, sir. Have a good one.
Thank you.
Nice, sir. Yeah, yes, sir. So I have another caller. I don't know why I've not had a female caller, by the way. Good afternoon. Your name and where you're calling from. Can you hear me? Hello. Sorry, I think there's a network issue there. I have another caller.
Yeah.
Your good afternoon, sir. Your name and where you're calling from.
Yeah, my name is Abiodun. I called some weeks from Abuja. I'm back to UK now.
Oh, great. So you can tell us a bit about Abuja. They said Abuja, your Abuja is becoming like Lagos now. Agberos, pickpocket, one chance, they are outside. But you are a visitor. Maybe you get your own protection.
I think Lagos is even better.
Are you serious?
Yes, Lagos. I was in Lagos before I moved back to Abuja. Then we all know Lagos has always been Lagos. No doubt about that. For me, the kind of rascality now in that is something else. You see some people that hello?
I'm with you.
Yeah, you see some people that you don't even know if they are Nigerians or they are Sudanese or Niger, and that is why you can easily see people like what's it called, the Jadon doing protest, and some idiot will just come and destroy the protest in Abuja. That I know. Abuja has never been like that before. Abuja has always been a very peaceful place that you want to stay in Nigeria. But Abuja now, you have to be very, very, very careful. It's like.
So you can. I also heard.
They have infiltrated everywhere.
I know. I also hear that Abuja is more or less like Islamic city now. You can't go to the club and you'll get arrested. Plus, and you know.
That's just a fact.
They can bombard you in a club, nightclub now in Abuja, and they will arrest you.
I was telling some of my friends some days ago. I said, guy, it's time for everybody to be quiet. If you invest your money in this place anyhow, you are finished. You have to be very, very careful. And I told my wife, look, Ogbeni Amata will go nonsense, better let us go back to let our property be within Shagamu and Ogun State and Lagos. We know at that area, you cannot come and do anyhow. But Abuja, as of today Abuja, in fact, I just received a call before I called you, in a place called Maraba, where there is crime. Just some minutes ago, a place called Aso in Maraba, where Fulani people and Igbagi people, I was told they just killed one guy some minutes ago. In that part of Abuja, in that place, neighboring town between Abuja
and it's just like an outskirts. It's so close now, anyway.
Outskirts of Abuja. So Abuja is not a place.
So why? Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this because I want you to take a position as well, right? We have northern youth. We have northern religious leaders. We have northern political leaders. In fact, they have 19 states in the entire north. Okay, so we have all these people who always develop stroke. They develop hypertension. They develop sleeplessness.
the moment another region try to take a position on this security issue. But you've never seen them stand up to say, enough of this killing. Let's stop this madness. What is going on? We control the military.
Yeah.
We control the Air Force. We control all the security, what have you here. We control all the weapons of Nigeria. Let's finish these people at once. What do you think is wrong? Why do you think none of them is condemning?
That is the main reason why I called today. Sir, Nigeria, that's why I said some days ago to my wife, I say we are like conquered people. If you check the way things are going on in Nigeria today, average northerners, especially the core northerners, they hardly oppose all these Boko Haram, all these killings, bandits, all these things. So for me, I have concluded that it is a deliberate attempt to wipe out some people, to expand their own political agenda on others. Because if you check, Middle Belt has always been majority Christian. Go and check. From Southern Kaduna to Nasarawa, today, Nasarawa is totally a messed up place. You can't travel anyhow. So if you check the rate of killings in Nigeria, okay, let me ask you a question, sir, or let me throw this to you, sir.
Okay.
Why is it that all these killings that they talk about, why has it not happened much where the Sultan of Sokoto is stated?
There is another. See, mind you, I understand that question, though, because have you heard of Ansaru terrorists too? Those the ones that took over a whole local government in Sokoto. Well, I understand they've never really been to Sokoto to go and see the Sultan. No.
So these people, for me, the way I see things, I still don't believe Boko Haram, all these guys can overcome our army. I just believe these guys is a deliberate attempt to destabilize some people, to run away from their ancestral land. Then some people come and take over. And then we will now come on with Amotekun, or there's some idiots are now telling us that why are we setting up Amotekun? Why should you ask us? Do you have any right to tell us why we should set up Amotekun?
Or defend ourselves.
Or to defend ourselves? But I think these people are taking this thing too far. And it's even very, very annoying and arrogancy of the Northerners to be telling other people. And you know the painful part about this thing now.
Tell me.
Now they've discovered it's very, very difficult for them to manipulate the Western people because this force is like 12 force. You can't. There is nothing you can do about Amotekun. This one has come to stay. Even as you are June, they no born aware to say he no to support Amotekun. Amotekun has come to stay. This Amotekun, nothing can stop it. It's a movement that you can. If I am very, very happy for the first time, the Yorubas are very, very.
We are so united on it. I've never seen all. So the last time I saw Yorubas so united was during MKO Abiola's struggle.
I am so.
I've never seen us.
Happy. So some people want to bring religious coloration to it.
Especially that Murik. Yeah, you know that Murik guy. You know that Murik guy.
The Yoruba Muslim are not stupid. They are educated people just like the Christian. But so they are not stupid. They will not take that shit. If you observe now, I am now seeing some silence from my brothers from the eastern part of the country. Maybe because they say they will them if the West is not taking us serious, let us shift to the east.
The governors.
Then, yes. Let us see the outcome. Then all these eastern people that are shouting Yoruba, Victoria, this and that, we shall see. Time shall tell.
At least we want to see their governors act now. But you know one thing is this. You know one thing. Hold on, my brother. You know one thing is this, right? Especially my Eastern brothers, they are so clever about how they now talk about this latest development because they are disappointed in their own governors too. But they are always like, in a way, shielded them. Like when you talk about them, they'll say, don't worry about our governors. We'll deal with them later. You Yorubas should do this. You should do that. Now, with the latest development, some of them are now stylishly telling us that, look at this useless Southeast governor. We want that same energy. I agree with you. We want that same energy to mount pressure on the Eastern governors now.
The last caller said they should first make sure that they unprescribe IPOB. IPOB is not a terrorist organization. The Southeast governor should declare them. Exactly.
It's a cultural organization
exactly.
that are defending the right of their people. We all know that.
So we need that same energy now. They need that energy.
All these tanko technicalities go to judge and take stupid judgment. As you say, somebody that has never taken ordinary knife, you didn't declare you declare them terrorist organization. And the one that are killing people every day.
You are freeing them.
Killing people every day. The ATLI is killing people every day. Anywhere. In the north. In fact, why is ATLI saying we are Amateku should not stand? If not, they are the criminals.
They are the criminals.
Ones killing people every day in the West. They are the ones. And they know this time around, fire for fire.
Thank you so much. I'll let you go now. We have exhausted a lot of time. Thank you very much for those information you brought from Nigeria as well. Good one, Baba. So I have another caller on the line. Good afternoon, sir. Your name and where you're calling from. Hello. Hello there. It says connecting. That's so terrible. The network is so bad from that end, I believe. So, yes, we need that same energy. At least I'm happy that we have our brothers. And meanwhile, people believe that before now anyway, the Igbos have been having their own way of protecting themselves against the Fulani herdsmen. But on the old scale, we've never seen the East take a position right now. So, I don't know what happened there. The network just froze on that call. Sorry. Yeah, good afternoon. Your name and where you're calling from? Oh.
This is Olori. I'm calling from London.
Oh, Olori. For the first time in a long while, we finally have a female caller. Olori, how are you today?
Yes, I'm blessed.
Fantastic.
Thanks for this program.
Thank you for joining me.
Firstly,
what do you have for me?
I listened to the issue of the terrorist organization called Boko Haram, the herdsmen terrorist organization that has been classified as the most, I think, the fourth or the third deadly terrorist organization in the world. And within Nigeria, they are not classified or identified as a terrorist group. The terrorist group, the Boko Haram, they are killing Nigerian soldiers in thousands, not in hundreds any longer, but in thousands. And the government is not doing anything to stop it or curb it. They will give our guys their morale. The Nigerian soldiers, their morale is so low. Why these terrorists are being well equipped?
Imagine being pampered, pampered, showered, and the rest of that fed after killing like maybe 300-400 people in your career as a Boko Haram fighter. And all you needed to say is, I'm sorry, I repent. They'll say, okay, are you sure? Yes, I repent. Say, okay, move to that next room.
And then they will be deployed to become a military.
Who does that?
For goodness me.
Who does that?
The Boko Haram, we all have the clear understanding of the origin of Boko Haram in Nigeria.
That's right.
Boko Haram was set up to destabilize another government that was there. Now, this guy, right, they've enjoyed all the benefits of living on, in Nigeria, on Nigerian soil. And Muhammadu Buhari became the president. Goodness me, these people didn't want to go back. They decided to stay there because I watched one program where Mama Boko Haram or whatever.
They call her Mama Boko Haram. She's the one feeding them and all of that. Imagine. She even got TV what do you call it? Opportunity, TV appearance opportunity. Mama Boko Haram. She feed Boko Haram fighters.
For God's sake. In which country where we have normality, that things like that would be allowed?
Olori, let me put it this way. You live in London and you've been here for a while, I would say, right? Just think, or let me say, imagine it for a minute. And same to everyone watching us. I mean, everyone watching me and listening to us right now. Just imagine it for a minute, Olori, that David Cameron, Boris Johnson now, because it's so recent now. Let's say Boris Johnson just declared that the people who have killed 22,000 British on the British soil, not because they fought war, but on British soil because they are pushing an agenda. Boris Johnson just released 1,000 of them. Imagine it if you heard the news. Breaking news. Breaking news.
Let us not even go there. It's not going to happen. It will never happen. That is impossible. Let us not go there. It's something that is not going to happen. And I'm saying it boldly. It is not going to happen. It will never happen. Even if you... Do you know what caused the let us not go into
I understand how you feel there. You know, Olori. Yes. It feels like I just somehow sort of shook you from your comfort there, because it was like, how do you expect me to think about this? I don't even know where to start. I don't even know how to imagine. I don't even know how to react.
Just not mere talking about anti-Semitism. I spoke a lot of politicians in their position. So in UK, let us not go there because it's not going to happen.
Meanwhile, in Nigeria,
in UK, wherever in Nigeria, Boko Haram, about 609 of them are being
rehabilitated and released.
Yes, and very soon they will be sent to the Nigerian. They will be equipped with Nigerian military uniform. And to be honest with you, this Amotekun, like I was telling somebody this morning, I said, you see this Fulani Esme, and I'm still calling them Fulani Esme.
Yeah.
Honestly, they are terrorist group.
Yeah.
They are terrorist group.
Yeah.
Whether we want to accept or not, they are terrorist group. They are just using the cattle rearing
as a disguise, as a decoy.
They are terrorist group now being deployed within each state, posing as a cattle rearers. They are terrorists. I just said they are waiting for others to strike. The Boko Haram caught them on this, unaware. They are not prepared because in their little mentality, all right, they have the mindset of Yoruba dysfunctional system. That they never in the Yoruba history do you see them come together and you are formed
united like this.
That's that powerful. Now, for the first time, you see even a child. As long as you are Yoruba, you talk about Amotekun. We all stood soldier by soldier, talked together, and we said Amotekun or nothing.
Thank you, Olori. Thank you so much. We can go on and on and on and on. And I'm glad to actually have heard from you today as well. So happy Sunday, man. All right?
Thank you. Thank you so much, my
You
brother.
are so welcome. Take care. Have a good one. So I have another caller. I'll still take few. Although I plan to run this for 90 minutes. Now we have less than 18 minutes to go. This network issue with some callers is really... hello there.
Yeah, hello, my brother. How are you doing?
I'm doing so well. Your name and where you're calling from. Have you not called earlier?
Yeah, I've been trying to call for some few hours now. For a few minutes now.
I must have missed that. Thank you for making it anyway. So your name and where you're calling from?
Yeah, that's all right. Yeah, Ola is my name. I just caught the other one. What is there is I've been trying. I'm presently in US anyway. Don't mind that you are seeing
Nigeria number is fine. I know it's WhatsApp. You remember? So we all know.
Yeah, it's a WhatsApp. Yeah,
exactly. So go on.
You know, my brother. If you look at what I post on the Facebook on Shore or Revolution Now, whatever, you cannot expect the head of a terrorist and the head of the chief commander of terrorists and the chief commander of military to defeat Boko Haram. That is not possible. It's not possible. I'll just give you a small story. I just came back I went to Nigeria in November for my dad's burial. And
sorry about that.
Oh, thank God, no problem. My brother, he's an old man anyway, so we give glory to God for that.
Lovely.
Anyway,
yeah, sure. Go
I
on.
I grew up in Lagos. I studied in Lagos. Even most of my friends, my senior prefect for secondary school now, Hausa guys. So we grew up Agege. You can imagine Agege. Agege where Hausa is all over. You
It's
know?
like yes.
But presently, by the grace of God, I have some few properties in Ibadan. So when I go to Nigeria, I go to Ibadan. So my brother, I've lived many years in England, in France, in whatever. Even my coming to US is just because of my family that we're trying to relocate. I'm still presently Europe properly. Okay. You understand it?
I do.
I was in Ibadan at a new garage with my brother. You know, because I'm used to this Hausa system, cutting fingernails and stuff. You know, so I just bring in this story, so not to take your time.
No, I understand. Go on.
I went to my brother, my small brother there. Abayo, come on. You know, the guy took me to where all of them sat down, you know, and I sat within them. The guy was cutting my fingernails and so along the line, I received a call from France. Now, I've been in France for ages and I speak some free French, you know. I speak not free French, I speak French very well.
Good.
You understand it?
I'm with you.
So this guy from France called me because I sent some sheep, some cars and some properties like that is on the water. So the company is in France. So the lady called me from the office church on the WhatsApp anyway to update me what's happening. So after I dropped the call, it was French I was talking. The Aboki cutting my fingernail. You can imagine the guy just speak French to me directly. I talk French and then I look at you. I say, where are you from? He said, the guy just tell me straight. In French, he says he's from Niger. Because it's very difficult to see an Hausa man speaking French.
Speak French. Oh, you're right. You're right.
So you can imagine what is happening. In front of my house for Command Apata there, I have 2 buildings in that Apata, very close to Command Secondary School. I say I was there trying to do some shops doing some job in my house there. See these small boys, 2 of them, they just carry cow running up and down. I'm telling you, if your house is not fenced, they will
run into you.
Or enter your bungalow or your flat or something like that. You understand? Well, and then I called one of the small boys. He called his name Real One. I was telling him that I'm going to buy. Then at the end of the story, the guy told me something. The small boy told me that because I tried to tell him that I want to buy the cow, this and that, to sell me the small one, this and that, this and that. Anyway, the young boy told me something that they cannot sell that thing, that it is one allergy from. At the end of the day, this young boy is not in Nigeria. He's a Niger guy. And you are telling me that Buhari is this and that. I was in Nigeria in February during the election time. They changed the date. No, then we wait another 2 weeks. We voted, then we came back to Europe. And look at it. You are telling me they just arrested one young boy because university,
the Nabelkuta, the UNAB.
Look at what happened in France. The killing of the Paris one, the journalist guy that like 4 or 5 years ago, because of pen. You know, now you are arresting somebody that is writing, somebody that don't have a gun. Look at she already kept that young man for all those days. This man did not have pen knife. You don't have you don't have a tissue to take wound somebody. Now Boko Haram. Let me bring this to you to let you know something. All those guys that they are saying they arrest Boko Haram, they tell the federal government to give us their name and their picture.
Since they know the guys that didn't get to court, you know what I mean? They didn't even go to court. How can you say you have record? There's no record of them.
They arrested some armed robber guys that want to rob a bank in Abuja. At least they bring their picture out.
We saw them, exactly.
Tell us, those are...
give us their names. Even the press. See, even the press in Nigeria, they are so terrible that...
the picture
exactly.
And the name, now lie. They are just saying that to calm people down. Say, military people are... Look at the video that I just saw this morning, how the Boko Haram arrested all those soldiers. They are drinking in the dirty water.
It's a shame. It's a shame.
You know, they are drinking dirty water and Boko Haram will still be killing those soldiers for nothing, man.
And after killing them and you get arrested and they arrest them, they will get freed again.
Okay, brother, and the bastard Tinubu, you think he's going to come to power in 2023?
He should continue to dream. Some people will bite you. Some people will bite you if they hear that from you now.
No, my brother, I don't really care about it.
I understand, because today...
Within the middle of this year, they will bring some gimmicks. they tell everybody to go and surrender their ammunition. Because they know what they are going. And this bastard idiot, they are carrying AK-47. My brother, me, I be Niger properly. I could go Niger properly.
I'll let you go. Yeah.
You understand?
I'm with you.
God bless you.
Thank you so much for your contribution today. I really appreciate that. So have a good one, sir.
Man,
yeah.
Thanks,
nice
man.
one.
Thanks, man.
So that's a very good one there. And I like the illustration because we are different in presenting our positions, okay? Hang on there for me for a minute, please. He wanted us to understand the concept of the invasion of the land already, that Nigeria has no borders. And now we have aliens living in Nigeria that if they commit crime, you can't trace them, you can't find them. There's nothing about them. But they are living, residing, committing crime in Nigeria conveniently. Good afternoon. Your name and where you're calling from, sir?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. Your name?
Adebayo Adamolekun from Republic of Ireland.
Wow. Good afternoon, sir. How are you doing today, sir?
I'm your neighbor.
I know. On the side there. I know. Thank you. So what do you have for me, sir, today?
Video for all our viewers all around the world, and whether they are making comment or not, let them go and watch the video that you do this week that just ended today. You did a video. I sent it to so many people to listen. You actually diagnose all our problems from past to present. If people can watch that video, then they will make a decision on how they're going to move forward or not.
Thank you.
That's number one. Thank you so much for God is using you. It is not by power. It's not by mind. It's God has chosen you for this time and for this purpose. It's not about money. You understand? People that change the destiny of nation, majority of them, according to history, they don't have much money. They are just ordinary person like me and you, like what you are doing. But people, they overlook them. You'll be looking at Tinubu, looking at all those people. It's not about that. It's about people who can bring out, who can change the destiny of nation. Why are we talking of Awolowo today? How many years did Awolowo govern? But his name still remains till today. That is the way God has chosen you.
Thank you.
And secondly, let me say this to our viewers. When I see Yoruba people and Igbo people fighting each other, it's just a wasting of time. It's a strategy. You know, I live in a country which is formerly Ireland before. Now you now have Republic of Ireland and Northern Ireland.
You're right.
The Northern Ireland is still part of United Kingdom.
Right. And
which comprises of two people. See, I want my Yoruba people, especially people from the age of, let's say, 30, 35, or let's say 30 downward. They don't know much about history. They should go using their credit instead of watching rubbish films and started checking and doing research about Nigeria, how Nigeria came about. They will be amazed all the things you are saying. It is true. 2 weeks ago, I met an Irishman who was a classmate of Shibobami Awolowo when he came to study in England. The man sat me down. He spoke with me for 2 hours. Then he told me one thing. You live in Ogun State. He said to me, do you know why Yoruba people are going like this? I said, I don't know. He said, the day the politics of Ogun State change, the whole Yoruba land will change.
I believe.
There are so many things he told me I've not heard in my life before. You understand what I mean? Huh?
I'm with you.
That was one of the things I was supporting. That last year, you are going to change. I was sending, messages to my brothers and sisters who are living in Ogun State. I say, support Mayego. If this guy can get root and take charge, I say, Ogun State change, our destiny will change as Yoruba people.
No doubt.
Because we, from eastern part of Yoruba land, like Ekiti-Ondo, we always look towards the Ogun State people. But the moment they mess up everything, that's when all Yoruba land. If Yoruba land will change today, let all Yoruba that are listening to me, let them go and search what I'm saying now. When Ogun State politics change, Yoruba land will change.
And that's exactly what happened before. Before Awolowo, one thing is, you are so right, sir, right? Before Awolowo, there were people in politics. There were political leaders. But we never heard about them again. Abat Macaulay, if not because Abat Macaulay was from Bishop Ajayi Crowther lineage that gave him that popularity and prominence, you wouldn't even hear about Abat Macaulay. But there were politicians before Awolowo. And there were politicians after Awolowo. But Awolowo from Ogun State, who drove this idea that gave Yorubas a new direction. And people believed it. And it worked. And the moment we backtracked, things changed. And here we are. So I believe you.
And let me say this, before you end, because of maybe others say you have 18 minutes so that others can call.
Sure.
Let all Yoruba people realize it, that they are listening now. You see, when they see some people say they are fighting Amotekun, they are wasting their time. It's spiritually in the making, whether they like it or not. And the Northerners, they understood that. I want to say this, let people go and search the war before the British independence of 1960. The British fought a war with the Northerners. You see, anybody who is a Christian or who is a Yoruba traditionally, they will understand the word scepter. Scepter is a sign of authority. Like a king is given an authority to have to live in his domain, to dominate and to rule and reign. The British pretended that the Fulanis, they won the war. They gave the scepter of Sultan of Sokoto and gave him back. And when they were going, this man took out. I wept when that Irishman was telling me. He's 97 years old. He said they gave it to him. He said, go and research what I'm telling you. They have hidden it from a lot of Nigerians. He said they gave it to Sultan of Sokoto and told him, as we are going, Awolowo came back from London and said, we will push you out. We want to our own freedom. He said, we will hand you over to somebody that will be ruling on our behalf for you. That is the reason where they say they are the firstborn in Nigeria today.
But it never worked for them too.
Religion, and you study Bible, you will have understanding what the British did. But it's not too late. No need of fighting. 2023 might not even exist. They are wasting their time. A lot of Yorubas who are in politics today, they will not be alive by then. I'm not wishing it, but that's what will happen. So if Awolowo was like Tinubu and Co, or like a Ukasanu of Igbo people who's now in prison, do you think somebody like me and you will go to school? My father has 7 children. My father was a teacher. When his father died, he now became a farmer because my grandfather was a great farmer. Awolowo, when you see the way he emulate he elevate all the farmers, that is why we were, those of us from Ondo State, we were dying for Awolowo till tomorrow. Why? He never belittled us. He never spoke any negative language against us. He always valued us. That is the reason he was a true leader. I've never seen a leader like Awolowo up to tomorrow. Maybe God will raise somebody like me and you tomorrow. Maybe. Nobody knows. So no need of fighting. And to my Igbo brothers, let me give them this. There is nobody that cannot develop. If they are telling you that your 5 states does not have sea or shoreline, forget about it. You go to Rwanda, they don't have shoreline. They develop. They are almost the best in Africa. Let me tell you one thing now. My father told me something about Igbo people because he had the privilege to teach as a teacher, which is now today South. He said something to me. He said, if you allow the Igbo people, they will have been going to the moon by now. If you allow them, they are God-gifted, but rather they will be fighting. There is no need for fighting. Let them do research. Secondly, about Singapore. Singapore never have a drop of oil. My brother, they have more than 25 world refineries.
Thank you so much.
Their soil, my brother, if you plant maize, nothing can grow in Singapore. They go and buy sand from another country and bring it. As I'm talking to you, Singapore is importing 90% of their food. But yes, they are the best in the whole of Southeast Asia. There is nobody that cannot develop. Don't let anybody make you appreciate. If you leave Nigeria, you will suffer. It's not their business. If they are telling you, Igbo, if you go, you will suffer. Tell them it's not their business. If they tell you Yoruba go, they will suffer. It's not their business. Are you my God?
They should care for what's going on in their area too.
That is terrorizing. Let me say this. They are foreigner. The original indigenous of Northerners, they are Hausa people. The Hausa people is even begging so that we help them and drive away Fulani. And let me last, what that elderly man said to me, he said, if Nigeria will divide, and I want all Yoruba, especially those of us in diaspora, who confuse people back home, telling them, giving wrong information. If Yoruba will divide, if Nigeria will divide today, it's in the hand of Yoruba people. I want every minister to take note of that. The day Yoruba say we are ready, nobody can stop it. Mark my word. This video, let them save it. And maybe it can be 10 years' time. If Nigeria would divide, it's in the hand of Yoruba people. When Yoruba say we are ready, forget about it. Nothing can stop it.
Thank you so much, man. Thank you very much for your contribution.
God bless you, my brother. God bless bless you. Our election in Ireland is on the 8th. We are going to vote this stupid man in Ireland now. We are not living in Nigeria.
Let's see how that goes. Thank you. Have a good one, sir.
God bless you, sir. Listen to your lovely song for me and your wife.
I will do so. I will do so. Thank you. And to yours too, to your family too. Thank you, sir. We are here. We can't complain. Thank you.
Amen.
So that's a very detailed one there, and I'm going to take a last call because that last caller took a lot of time and it was quite interesting. So good afternoon. Your name and where you're calling from? Can you hear me? I think some of the callers and the networks can be dodgy sometimes.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Did you say evening? Good evening, and where your name and sorry, your name and where you are calling from? I was trying to check the number.
Raymond. I'm calling from Malaysia.
Raymond from Malaysia. How is Malay today?
Yeah, I'm good, bros. I'm very, very happy to hear your voice today.
I'm so happy to hear from you too.
I've been following you for so long.
Thank you.
I must tell you, you're really doing great, bro. I grew up in Lagos. I'm an Igbo boy. But there are some callers that called and said some Igbos are against this. I must tell you, we're not against it, As you know, most of us started up from Lagos. So if your place is going to get terrorized by these people, it's really going to affect us.
It's going to affect us, that's true. That's right.
Yeah, so we need you people to hold on to the Amateko stuff and hold it so tight. Because I grew up in Osho. There know when there was war and everything, it was the OPC that stood for it and everything got settled. So I think the Amateko is a very good thing to do. And as you can see that the Mazin Namdi Kanu is two people.
He's endorsed it too, exactly. Yes.
He's the one we're looking up to. Most of us are in diaspora. Forget about the governors and whatever they said they are. So please keep it up, man. You're really doing great.
Thanks, man.
May
I appreciate that.
you, okay?
And you too. Enjoy yourself and my greetings to our friends over there. Okay, Baba. Take care, man.
All right, bye.
Nice one. Yeah. Cheers. I'll take this French caller. I hope I'm right. Are you calling from France? Hello there. Your name and where you're calling from?
Yeah, I'm calling from Spain, Barcelona.
Is it Spain? I mixed it up. So, yeah. What do you have for me today? You didn't tell me your name.
My name is Charles.
Charles. Lovely, sir. So what do you have for me? And help me turn off that broadcast. I can hear myself again. Yeah, help me turn off that broadcast, please. Can you turn off the broadcast, please?
Okay.
Please, yeah. Thank you.
Actually, I'm calling from Barcelona. I've been following your...
Thank you.
There's a caller that made it. He said, to me, I'm in support of this Amoteku. There's no doubt about it. I'm an Igbo guy. I grew up in Nigeria. I was born and brought up in Nigeria. You understand? Because I'm talking to you, I even got married to a Yoruba woman from Ondo State. Ikara Akoko. I'm not making a mistake.
That's right. Ikara Akoko, you're right.
Yeah. So what I'm trying to say is a Amoteku issue. Just like one guy called from Malaysia. I want the Yorubas to hold firmly to it because I'm fully in support of it. When the issue of one caller made a statement saying that the Southeast governors, they should take such initiative. Like Amoteku. Yes, but the problem is our governors in the Southeast, they are somehow a little bit biased. Somehow, just of what they are going to eat. You understand? They don't care about other people. Do you understand? So the way the government is leading us to, it's not taking us to anywhere at all if I'm not making a mistake. So this Amoteku, I'm firmly in support of it.
Thank you so much.
We are in support of it. Then the issue of Oduduwa and Biafra, I'm in support of it. But I wish the Southerners will come together and put these people we call the Fulani. Let me tell you one thing. In my place of work, where I work, there is one guy we normally call him Fulani. He's from Senegal. He told me something some time ago. You know what he said?
Tell me.
He said that the Fulanis that we normally see everywhere, they are the owners of Nigeria. I'm telling you the gospel truth. That was what this guy said to me.
Maybe that's what they tell themselves. That's how they feel.
You understand? So they give that narrative to them. And the other one was like telling me the problem in Nigeria is that Nigeria is costly. I said, why? He said, if we have the land, we should always make route where the cow will pass. And I asked him, if I should go and buy a land and fence it, you now ask me to come and make space for where your cow to pass. Then I asked him the question, since you have been in Spain, in Barcelona, in Europe, have you seen cow walking on the street?
It will tell you that Nigeria is not Spain. As if to say Nigeria can't be like Spain. They will tell you, Nigeria is not UK, where we can always move about with our cows. What stops Nigeria from being like UK? Are the people living in UK, they have a blue blood, and you living in Nigeria, you have green blood, or what? You're human beings.
What hurts my heart most of the time is most of our politicians. Like before, I so much love Tinubu, but coming to see Tinubu in support of this Northerners, they are dividing the Southerners. I grew up in Lagos. My primary and secondary school in Lagos State. Even though my father has been in Lagos as I'm talking to you now. But the problem is this. As a small boy growing up, I used to see Yoruba Muslim. I don't know the difference. You know, it was when this Boko Haram issue started, I came to realize that there are some people they call the Hausa Muslim and Yoruba Muslim. And Yoruba Muslim are the educated ones. I'm a little die for God's sake. But what I want, I don't want anybody to bring sentiment in this your program. Because even that work, I normally used to follow this your program. Because there's a thing you interviewed one guy in Scotland. They say, I have forgotten the one Yoruba guy that said they will kill the Igbos. You know?
Oh, that Grandiot. I call him Grandiot now. So he's an inconsequential idiot. So it's of no importance.
If we the Southerners can come together and let these Hausas, oh my God, they are not as educated as the Yoruba man. Why?
Thank you so much for your contribution. You are my last caller anyway, so I really appreciate that you made it onto the call tonight. I mean, to this afternoon.
I've been calling for more than 3 hours.
There are so many people, my brother. But you know, one thing is this, maybe one day I will get real sponsor on Mayegun's diary, which means I will have a space whereby we can construct our small studio and we have different lines. So people can call different lines and it will be easier, you know what I mean? Instead of just one line. I always get more than 1,000 missed calls. By the time I finish this program now, I may get more than 1,000 missed calls already. People are trying on a roller coaster. So I'm happy we made it.
My son is here disturbing me. I say, no.
I understand.
I was so happy.
I'm happy to hear from you too. Thank you very much for making it. Have a good one, okay? Yeah, happy Sunday. So that's Mazdi there. It will be my last caller on the call today. I'm sorry if I'm not taking your call again. I have been on this now for 96 minutes. That's a lot of time. And let me be honest with you, I wish I have that privilege of staying longer. But I'm happy that we are able to do this today. If you are just joining me, it is not far-fetched that as a northerner, you should be worried as a northerner from any part of the north, whether you are from the northeast, northwest, or north central. As a northerner and as a middle belter, because now middle belt is now sort of close to that 19 states in the north. So they don't like it when you call them northerners like that, but fine. The core north and the middle belt, if you are from that part of the world, I'm a part of Nigeria, and you are yet to see that it is a terrible thing that your leaders, your youth leaders, your opinion molders, your governors, your religious leaders, your clerics, your chief imams and imams here and there, your elected officials from that part of the country, they are yet to take a cognitive stand
on the killings. They are yet to condemn Boko Haram in the strongest term, take a position. But they are always attacking Khan. Femi Oponu Adeshina said Nigerians should be grateful to Buhari for stopping the bombing. That Boko Haram now, they now behead people. They don't bomb places anymore. Femi Oponu Adeshina is one of those Yorubas who found themselves in the position of power, money, and influence, and they lost their soul. You will be shocked that Femi Oponu Adeshina is not alone. We also have another one, the Pastor Ruga, Pastor Oshubade, the fake Pastor Yemi Oshibajo, the vice president. He is also a pastor. But there are those that they will send to attack Khan. Khan is speaking up. Christian Association of Nigeria is speaking up against what they call the targeted killings, targeted massacre, controlled killings of Christians in Nigeria by Boko Haram, by terrorists, and by bandits, and so many other faceless armed groups in the north, taking on Christians. Then you, as a northern Muslim, you are offended that Khan, Christian Association of Nigeria, is speaking up against the killings of Christians. You are telling us that the terrorists who are killing people because of their religious belief, Boko Haram kidnapped Leah Sharibu, kidnapped so many others, and they kept Leah Sharibu because she won't convert or change her religion from Christianity to Islam, and therefore they won't release her. Eventually, they sold her to slavery. She is now married to a Boko Haram commander who has repeatedly raped her, then eventually forced her to convert to Islam so that she can be his wife. And from the news we received recently, just yesterday, they said Leah Sharibu just delivered a baby boy to the Boko Haram leader. Then Khan came out to condemn the killings of Christians. You as a Muslim, you are telling us or asking us why is Khan not condemning the killings of Muslims too? At least Boko Haram is killing Muslims too. Boko Haram is killing those who are real Muslims as well. That is your position. I'm asking you, what is the position of your leaders? What is the position of your governors? What is the position of your imams, chief imams, and the rest of them? What is the position of your emirs? What is the position of your sultan? On Boko Haram, killing Muslims, have you seen them take a stand? Have you seen them send a message to Buhari to tell Buhari that he needed to protect the Muslims? Have they? But you are sad. You are angry that Khan is speaking up against the killing of their own people. But you are not angry that the Muslim community that you think, and I know why you are not speaking up. Buhari is a Muslim. You don't want us to say it that way. That would mean that we are trying to incite you religiously. They use the word fear. It's called Project Fear. Give me a sec. It is called Project Fear. If you talk anyhow about Islam, we will kill you. My friend, watch your mouth. Watch what you say about Islam. You are triggered. You are angry. You are upset. Because I am telling you things that you know about. And as you are sitting there, maybe you don't see anything wrong in that. That your emirs, your Muslim leaders, they don't condemn Boko Haram's killings. They don't condemn the bandit killings. In fact, they are negotiating with them. Bandits are being paid in Katsina State. That's a Buhari state. So because they don't want to condemn Buhari the way they condemn Jonathan, meanwhile, they don't want to condemn Boko Haram too for making their people homeless. Now living in IDP, now living in IDP camps. So why are you not angry? Why are you angry that the Southerners are talking about security? And Facebook, Facebook. Facebook gave you that leverage. You can use your phone while you are running away from bandits that are trying to kill you or kidnap you. You can quickly drop a comment to tell us that we should shut up. We don't know what we are talking about. Meanwhile, you are busy there running every day, running for your life every day. The insecurity in your part of the country, you know those who caused it. For 4 years or 5 years, you were telling yourselves that it was Goodluck Jonathan that was planning to destroy the North. Now you are in control of the military. You are in control of the Air Force. You are in control of the Navy. You are in control of the DSS. You are in control of the police. You are in control of you are in control of the judiciary. Tanko technicality is the Chief Justice. Muhammadu Buhari is the President. Lawal Figurehead is the Senate President. So name it. You have 19 states with 19 governors who collect allocation every now and then. But none of them could tell you how to end Boko Haram killing. In 4 years, we have more IDP camps in the north than when Buhari came to power in 2015. Which means more people now live in IDP camps. Which simply means that so many people who are living in their own villages when Buhari was campaigning to be president. So many people who were living peacefully in their different communities before Buhari became president. Some of them 4 years after Buhari became president. After the insecurity that is unleashed on the northeast in particular, many of them are now living in IDP camp 4 years after Buhari became president. So Buhari has got another 4 years to continue. But you as a northerner, you are more interested in Buhari continuing. You are more interested in Buhari keeping Buratai, keeping the rest of those rogue criminals, businessmen who call themselves the service chiefs in Nigeria. People who have lost a total control. They've lost total understanding of what is going on. But you love them to continue because they protect the Muhammadu, the lifeless one. I'm not sorry for saying that, by the way. I've been trying to even be civil, to be so nice in my presentation since we started. I'm not a nice person when I'm talking about Nigerian politicians. I don't respect them. I've been trying to be civil. So the lifeless one called Buhari, because these criminals they are going to protect him, is going to continue while the killings continue too. You are not angry that Boko Haram fighters are being released back into the battlefield. You are not angry. You are not angry that more people live in IDP camps now than ever. You are not angry. But you are angry with someone like me, Mayegu. I live peacefully. The jealousy that is affecting many of you, the poverty that Buhari is now promoting in Nigeria to let you know that poverty, being poor, is actually a very good thing. In fact, it's so good to be poor. It is better to be poor. It's because at least if you make more money, people will start thinking you stole the money, or maybe you even stole the money as well. Poverty that Buhari is promoting. Meanwhile, they are living in opulence. They are living in wealth, in riches, and living so better off than many of you. So that I am here in the UK and that I am not in Nigeria running after downfall. There's nothing wrong in running after downfall. There's a lot running after downfall as well. So I don't run after downfall. I don't have to run away from SARS. I don't have to run away from these corrupt criminals with guns. So I am not affected. But to you, telling you who faces all of this, that you can have it better. It can be different. In fact, it can be better than you've ever had it. Only if you tell yourselves the truth. There's nothing I've said on this program that is in any way untrue, or that many of you have not even heard about before. Many of you know about all things I've spoke about anyway. There's nothing new. So, that I live in the UK, that I'm not living where they are treating you like piece of shit, piece of rag, or animals, like to say. You don't even treat animals like that here, over here. So my call for your own awakening has nothing to do with me in so many ways. I am only asking you that, why are you angry with me? I am not the one who is releasing the Boko Haram fighters. I am not the one who is not paying the regular salary of the soldiers who are fighting the war. I am not the one who's supposed to buy weapons for the Nigerian army But yet, they refuse to give the weapons to the Nigerian army, only for them to call Boko Haram to come and attack the military base and, steal the army, the armory. I am not the one. I don't sign your check. Why are you angry with people who are telling you what is killing you? Things that at least, one way or the other, you're going to get killed anyway, eventually. Because the victims of today, they are the survivors of yesterday. Those who survived Boko Haram attack of yesterday, kidnappers attacks of yesterday, the SARS police criminals attack of yesterday, or that political godfather who feels like he's larger than life. He can kill, he can detain, he can do anything because he's a big man in Nigeria. So those of you who escaped that or escaped the bullet of assassins who are roaming about waiting for who to kill, who is ready to pay them to go and kill someone. So those of you who escaped all of that yesterday, escaped the bad road, escaped the mosquito bite and the malaria that will follow that. Those of you who have escaped the fact that you didn't end up in the hospital to realize that you need oxygen, but there was none, or probably you have to sell your property to be able to, in fact, stay alive. For those of you who have escaped all of that yesterday, but you are alive today, you've been to church today to go and give testimony, how God spared your life, how God has been good to your family. So many storm and the rest of that, thunderstorm and the rest of that, you have escaped in the last 1 week. God has been good to you. Do not feel stupid when I say this, okay? The victims of today, they are the survivors of yesterday. The victims of tomorrow, they are the survivors of today. That you escape all those yesterday, you live for the next day. You wait for when it's going to be your turn. You wait for when the system is going to fuck you from behind. And then you scream out, this country is so terrible. We have to, you know what I mean? Do not wait for that. There are so many things I've pointed out today, and I hope they work for you. If you are not angry that Buhari can't protect you in the north, if you are not angry that Buratai, despite the control of the military you have, as some of you faceless, faceless low-life scumbags hide behind fake names to defend Buhari, and then tell us how powerful the north is, how powerful, how politically wise you are from the north. But you are not angry that Buratai can't protect you. You are not angry that many of your people now live in IDP camps, more IDP camps than ever. You are not angry, but you are angry because Mayego is supporting Amotepu that will protect Yoruba land, that will prevent IDP camps becoming a daily thing for us in Yoruba land, that will prevent people being killed from their own land, chased out of their own land, and another people, come over the land, the town, rename the community, because Mayego don't want that to happen. Then you want to tell me I am the problem. How is that? When you stop living in denial, my message will make sense to you. So if you're just joining us, please watch this broadcast from the beginning. It will make sense to you, okay? And if it doesn't make any sense to you, I'm sorry, my brothers and sisters. That means your situation is worse than what my message can take care of. So you just wasted your time listening to me if my message never really make any difference in you, okay? So I'm sorry that we can't help you. So to all my friends who called in from all over the world, it's quite interesting today, by the way. We received a caller from Ebonyi, Abakaliki, callers from Wari, from Benin, then all over the world. Thank you for being part of this. You are those who made this real, because it means that there are people who are actually listening, watching, and following, and indeed contributing as well. This is what makes this lively. And, like I said, I turn on my own camera. You welcome me into your own space. You're able to turn your phone to listen to me for, 120 minutes. Nearly 120 minutes. That's a lot of time. So you welcome me into your space, and then you give me the attention of that bonding to understand what is this guy all about. And it's making sense now. So you guys made it, or you gave this life of his own. So thank you. And for those commenting on Facebook, on YouTube, thank you very much for your time. It can only get better. And then we'll continue to do this. Yes. As long as I don't have to wait for someone to credit my account at the end of the month before I can start coming out to see anything. Eh? I am my own man and I'm glad about it. So I'm looking forward to a day when we will have our own Oduduwa Republic. If that is going to be the name, or some of us may come up with a better name through historical research and the rest of that at the end of the day, by the way. And it will be our job to convince our fellow brothers and sisters in Oduduwa land, the fellow Omoluabis in Yoruba land, to have our own Oduduwa Republic. I want to be able to waste my money. I want to be able to see Western Nigeria, Oduduwa Republic currency. So, this is Scottish pounds, right? And one day, I want to see, this is a tenner, this is a 10 pounds, and it is Scottish pounds, right? So I want to see a day in my life when I will be holding Yoruba currency like this, okay? Because Yoruba will have that autonomy in a way that we can run our own economy. We can we can develop our own laws. We can defend our own territory. We can raise our own prosperity. Let me be honest with you, I have 2 Yoruba governors that love watching my Egun's diary. And I found them out, including the fake name they used to watch my Egun's diary. They enjoy listening to me as well. So if some of them are watching now, or if they are going to watch later, I want to see Oduduwa Republic money someday, like this. So that when I hold my 10 pounds or 20 pounds, right, I will know that it will be the same quality or the same value as Oduduwa currency. That's something that is why some of you who don't understand what Amotekun means should start understanding now. Amotekun is just the first row, the first push to attaining that autonomy. Those who start a journey most of the time are not really those who will see through the journey. The Yoruba governors have started something that is bigger than them, and someday many other people will bring out the rest, and Yoruba land will be what we want it to be. And if Northerners wants to keep Nigeria name, they can keep the name. You know what I mean? You can keep the name once the other part of the country break away. Because when they talk about poverty, let me be honest with you, this issue of terrorism index, the World Terrorism Index, the rating is mostly from what is going on in the north. Oyinbos are not stupid. There are satellite images of what is going on in the north. There are places that they know that there are communities, there are villages, there are ghost towns now. Are you with me? So the terrorism in the north, you know what happened? They rub it on the rest of the country. So you as a Southerner, you can start blabbing, start saying things. What is in this is a lie. Oyinbos are trying to, you don't understand anything. If they cut out the south of Nigeria from the rest of Nigeria, Somalia will be better than the northern Nigeria with what is going on right now. Sudan, Southern Sudan, Libya, Syria, Iraq, all those places, they will be better, far better than northern Nigeria. It's a place already ransacked with the poor future planning of their own forebearers. They never saw education as a reason. They don't see the reason why they needed to economically empower their people. And those they failed to, those ones are those who have formed the Almajiri and now becoming terrorists that are terrorizing the whole region. So it's easier to welcome other terrorists from the other part of other part of Africa. So if they have managed, if we manage to cut Nigeria, if we cut Nigeria into two, and you let the Northerners keep the name Nigeria, you know what will happen? Some of you will be talking about Northern Nigeria the same way we talk about Syria, the same way we talk about Afghanistan, the same way we talk about Iraq, the same way we talk about some of these horrible places that terrorists have overrun their countries. That's what the North will look like. So when they say that Nigeria is number 3 on the terrorism index ratings, don't argue it. It's because of the North. So you as a Northerner, if you don't see Boko Haram as the reason why you are what you are, then you are part of the problem. Leave us alone in the South. So I'm looking for that day, when I can hold, I don't know what we'll call it. I don't know what we'll call our money. But when I can hold this, and I can say, if I send you 10 pounds,
£10 is how much? It's 4,000 something naira, right? So if I give you £100, that's going to be like a 40 something thousand naira. But in Yoruba land, in a day where we will have our own one Yoruba, what do you call it? One Yoruba Odudua. They call it Odudua coin, but it's something I don't know the name they are going to give the currency anyway. But yeah, when we come to that, when we can print our own money in Yoruba land, when we can design our own economy in Yoruba land, when we can drill our own oil in Yoruba land, when we can design the type of a government we want to run in Yoruba land, I pray to be alive that long, so that I will be able to say I have dreamt about this. That's why we won't stop talking. I'm not interested in Nigeria. So some of you who come here to start blabbing and say things about me being interested in Nigeria. When I told you to support Omoyele Sowore, it was because Omoyele Sowore's political agenda recognized regional system of government. It gave recognition to the amendment of the constitution, whereby we can then have a referendum enclosed in the constitution, which will then make us decide if we still want to be part of Nigeria or not. That is why I encourage you to support Omoyele Sowore. But did you support Omoyele Sowore? You didn't. So don't come back here and tell me that when I told you not to vote or participate in any election again in Nigeria, why did I tell you to vote for Sowore? Did you vote for him when I told you to vote for him? It was because his political agenda suit what makes someone like us feel like if this is implemented, Nigeria then will work. What do I mean by that? Let us control our resources. Let people win election through free and fair means. I mean, let us have a referendum in the constitution where people can decide if they want to still remain in Nigeria or not. That was what Sowore AAC promised. And what do you expect? I know we need that political, that political instrument, the political power to be able to implement all of this. Why do you think Buhari was able to do all this nonsense that is going on? Is it not because he got the political power? When Buhari was not in power, would he ever give protection to Fulani killers in Nigeria? He had no such authority. He had no such power. So people like us believe that if Sowore had become the president of Nigeria, at that moment, he had implemented the same program his government his party pursued, the people like us will have a way where we can have a conversation and say, well, you know what? We either have a regional system of government, a restructured system of government, or better still, we want to go for a referendum. How is that difficult for you to know? Now, they've modeled the whole thing up. Tinubu want to be president. Doesn't give a fuck about the Yoruba security. So many other people who are already benefiting from Nigeria and the rest of them, they don't want that to change. When you tell them about regionalism, since they are there, they will tell you don't know what you are talking about. But let them leave that power. They will then tell us why Yoruba needs regional system of government. I don't belong to that back and forth people. I've told you, I'm not interested in Nigeria. I'm more interested in what happened in Yoruba land. And if I can't have any influence over that, I'll be more interested in what happened in my own Ijebu land. I am an Ijebu man. Before I got introduced to be a Yoruba man, then eventually a Nigerian, and the rest, they say. So one of these days, we will continue to push. And for those who have the opportunity, for those who have who have the chance in Yoruba land today, if you are a senator watching me, House of Rep member watching me, House of Assembly member watching me, let me be frank with you, right? And then a state governor watching me, because I know two of you who watches most of the time. So you have the chance now. You have what it takes now to ruffle feather. Look at what happened look at what the Yoruba governors have done on this Amotekun issue. They've ruffled feathers. They've made people to start talking. That's how powerful you are. And they will never do anything to you. But the moment you leave the office, if you don't do anything now, if you leave the office, you will become powerless like many of us. You will become talk like many of us. Then you will be hoping that someone will do it. But if you have that power now, if you are watching me right now, think about what you can do in the next 4 years to bring about this Yoruba total autonomy in Nigeria. Use your position, push it. We will get the message. The same way you pushed Amotekun and the Yoruba land got the message. Look at the unity. Look at the cooperation. Look at the support from the people. It's not because you made a TV announcement or a radio announcement or newspaper announcement before Yorubas or called Yorubas to... No. Yorubas wanted this. There are so many things Yoruba want as well. But if you listen to us, if you listen to yourself,
If you look at the opportunity you have for being a state governor right now, or being in position of one of those decision makers, if you understand this, you will do something now before it is 4 years' time, until you have no such power again. Do it now. Push it. The way you pushed Amotekun, pushed for the restructuring now. Tell them, well, we are taking over. We don't want resources and we don't want allocation from Abuja anymore. And we don't want anybody to collect any tax or whatever from Yoruba land anymore. And we are open for negotiation about federal government property in Yoruba land. The ones that they built, will tell them what they can take from it. But from now on, Yorubas will take charge of their destiny. You can do it. People will scream. People will shout. They will think there's going to be something. Nothing will happen. Okay? Do it in unity. Do it in unison. Do it united. And see if Yorubas will not get the message. And see if Yorubas all over the world will not back you. And watch us if we will not give you everything that will make it work for you. Push it. Yes, push it. Push that agenda now. Restructure that country. Declare an autonomy for Yoruba land. The 6 state governors in Yoruba land, the 6 states in Yoruba land. Start the project now. Start pushing the agenda now. 4 years ago, I was on Mayegun's diary, the page they finally closed. And I was telling you, Yoruba land, don't hand over your weapons. Don't give your guns. Buhari is asking you to hand over your guns because his army is coming and they're going to finish you. Do not do this. In fact, Yorubas, pick up arms and defend yourselves now. Do not let what is happening in Benue happen to you before you do something. 4 years after, Amotekun is here. Look at that. People listen. People listen. And if you are one of them still watching, there's a lot you can push. You push it and wait for people's reaction. You will be shocked. The same way you are shocked. Now look at the response of Yorubas from Ekiti to Ondo, from Ondo to Abeokuta, from Abeokuta to Oyo, from Oyo to Osogbo, from Osogbo back to Lagos. Look at the support. That's how much Yorubas are clamoring for something different. And if you be the champion to push it, you will get the support. Okay? And as for Amotekun, we are following things. People who are worried that they will abuse it. Don't worry. Let them finish the structural setup of Amotekun, the legal framework of Amotekun. People like me, someone like me, we always want to open the whole book to you. I will explain to you in my own layman understanding, not big grammar, big empty grammars. No, trust me. So we will wait for that. We will do the education. We will use this platform to teach people about what is going on. And you will be one of those who will back yourself off from the project fear. And Hausa man cannot be telling us to be scared of our own action when the killings going on is the killings going on is in his own region. He's mute, he's deaf, he's dumb, he's blind. He can't even talk about it. But he's concerned that Yorubas want to do this. Yorubas are trying to do that. Oh, this is the plan. It's an agenda. And for the Yorubas who are also speaking the same, who are saying the same thing, trust me, it will be stupid for us to expect that there won't be some Afonjas. The Afonja descendants who are still very much within our midst. How can you will be naive to believe that there are no Afonjas within our midst that will tell you that it's rubbish. We don't need Amotekun. Blah, 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 blah. Leave them. Okay? Amotekun will still protect them too. All right? For some of them who don't understand what this means, and they will stand up and try to sound intelligent, meanwhile they are so empty. Right? Ignore them. It will, like I said, it will be stupid for us to think, oh, everyone in Yoruba land will understand this. Some of them are just crumb chasers. Right? Crumb chasers, ass lickers, those who say what they are told to say because their means of survival depends on it. Are you with me? So thank you so much for your time. Thank you for your contribution as well. So I will draw the curtains here, and I will see you some other time. There's a need for me to come out and drop my jibe again before evening. I'll do it. But until then, continue to watch my Egun's Diary. Stop reporting my page. Okay? Because if I'm no longer here, you will miss a lot. And for those who are yet to search for my page, my personal page on Facebook now called Badero Lushola, it's the page. Don't send me a friend request. There's no point in being friends or accepting friend requests when I'm not going to talk to you. I mean, I'm not going to chat you up. I'm not going to call you or anything. But there's no point because just follow my personal page. Whatever I have to do, I will be reaching you from there. Thank you for your time. Good afternoon.
Economy just the fall. After the election, where them do, we still they wait for the change. All the promise when they make,